Hi, my name is Aloyce I'm from Kenya, and this is my second year in Art University, and I really like it because it's something which has really changed me. And the moment when I got the scholarship to come to this place, I was so happy because I didn't have the opportunity to go to the university before. And when I was told that you're going to Art University in Costa Rica, it was kind of very exciting to me because I didn't know first of all where Costa Rica was, so I have to go and search out where is Costa Rica, and did all my paperwork in Kenya so that I can able to come. Then I came to this place. I thought I'm going to speak in English or another language, but when I came, I made that I have to teach myself how to speak in Spanish because all the classes we use in Spanish. So it took me to a small school where we were learning Spanish with other African students. And we learned Spanish after almost 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We are really trying because you only speak Spanish with people who are speaking Spanish, so you can get a chance to speak with other people who speak English. So it transferred us to this university, and when I came here, 3,600 acres about the university, a very big place. So we socialize with other students from other countries. As you know, that Art University has students from 27 countries, and that's a very big diversity because the students interact not only in class like studying and doing other things, and also trying to share our culture. And the most interesting is that in our rooms where we stay, every person has to stay with another person from another country, so you get to learn other cultures from other people. You interact, you learn 1 or 2 languages, and more about what we are doing, because in first year when I came here, I have to learn how to do all the field work and going and working in the field with other students, and it's really helped me because when I was in my country, my friends who are in university, I only see them maybe in the class. They don't have that experience to go out, so it's hard. But you know, for you to achieve what you want, you have to go through some hard work. You learn about it, and that's why you can take an experience back home. So that's about first year. So in first year, there is also something very interesting apart from all other courses we are learning. We have another course of entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a course where the professors or the school need us to form a group of students, 6, 4 or 5 minimum. And that really helps us because we form a group, and this group is based on different countries. The students might come from different countries. That really helps because if we form groups of our own country, then we are not going to learn anything when we go back to our countries. So we formed a group. I'm going to tell you more about our entrepreneur projects. So we form a group with other members, other students, and the students are from Haiti, Guatemala, 2 from Colombia, 1 from Costa Rica, which is a very important thing in the business company in the school because of the Spanish of the language, because we are in the country, and when we need to buy something out of the school, maybe that person can really help us to communicate the places and also how to speak about, how to talk about it, everything outside there. And I'm from Kenya. So we form a group on entrepreneur projects, and we name it Karibu. Karibu is a Swahili word, which is my language in Kenya, which means welcome. So we chose, so the business is called Karibu. Karibu is a Swahili word, which Swahili is being spoken by almost 7 countries in Africa. And in Kenya we use it a lot, so Karibu means welcome. So our business is based on welcoming or giving tours to the tourists who are coming to school, because the business is all about the agro-ecotourism. The agro, it means that we are dealing with agriculture, teaching people how to do recycling, how to use recycled materials like bottles. Instead of throwing the bottles in the ground, reuse them. And we had a center which is called Peri Urban Farm, which was formed by a professor called Alex Pacheco. So we asked him so that we can take that, not taking, let me just say renting for the time being, so that we can teach people more about that. And ecological is now to teach people how to live in the environment. And then now the tourism is because so many tourists come to Costa Rica, and in our school we have a place called PEB, Permanent Education Program, where they have small rooms, not small, very good rooms, so that people can just come and stay and spend their time. It's like so the school has a place where people stay if they come to this place. So we take advantage of that, because when the tourists come to the school, we get that chance as a business project, the students, to take them around and show them what we have and teach them. And through that, we get some money so that we can run the business. So as I said before, you form a group of 5 students, then you make a feasibility study, which you sit down and think about an idea or business project where you're going to come out with. Then after you come up with a concrete business project, you write a feasibility study, you send to the professor concerned, they look at it, then they ask, there's a time where all the projects, because we have so many projects, we had almost 18 business projects of the students, and all those students, they have to go in front of a panel. And this panel consists the professor in charge of the course, the assessors of your company, because each company has to have, or each business project has to have an assessor, somebody who's helping the students with ideas. It might be a professor, somebody who's working in the school, or maybe if you, in some extent, maybe you can have somebody from outside, which you present the business when you're in first year, then in second year you do the business now. So those students who are in third year, they know they already took that business and they closed their business, so they have idea, they have experience, so they're in the panel also. So you're going to present your business, and then the professors who are there, they evaluate how you're presenting your business, all of you, and if the business is viable, or it can really pay back after doing 1 year of work, it can pay back the money maybe the school can give you as a loan. In the sense, they can say yes, or sometimes they can say yes, but you have to correct 1 or 2 things. Then you have to go back to the drawing board. As a group, you sit down, you correct 1 or 2 mistakes you guys have, and then you forward maybe your business when it's correct. So after being given the money, now you are going to your second year. So you take a business in second year, your business project, you run it the whole time. And when I say you run the business, I don't mean that we don't have classes in your second year. So you have your time to run the business, at the same time you have other courses. So the business project is a course which is under the entrepreneur program. So you run it as you are doing all the other courses. So sometimes it's very hard because you have to balance everything. You have to balance the other courses with your business also. And that really teaches us how to become responsible people at the end of our course. You know that we are only here for 4 years, and maybe I can put it in this way. We are here for a reason. That's now studying and getting all the knowledge, and I call it reason and season. And now the season is 4 years. Maybe after that you can finish and get that. So my business, we ran it in last year, and it was really very good because we projected for almost 400 tourists, because we thought we are not going to have tourists, and we did that because of the experience of the business which was there before. So we didn't want to put more numbers of tourists that we can't get it. But luckily, we got more tourists more than we planned for. We got almost 939 tourists, which really helped us because we are charging each tourist $25 per head. Like each person is going to pay $25. That $25 now cover the tour and also the seminar we are giving. If you are only giving the tour, then you have to pay less. That will be like $15 for international tourists, somebody out from outside the Costa Rican. And for the local tourists, because you have to consider the business, you have to consider both sides. The local tourists will pay for a tour and a seminar. They pay like $15 per day per head. And then if you're giving only the tour, we charge them $8. And apart from that, we learned also as a group, as an entrepreneur project, we learned that we have to help people, because in my country there's a saying we use that people are not the same. And I usually use like a sign. If you look at your hand, maybe the fingers are not equal. So that's why we took people like the fingers. We are not equal. So there are other people who can pay for the money to go for the tour, and others who can't. So those people who can't make or who can't pay for that tour, and they really need that tour because it's something which really you come here, we teach you, we young people, we teach you how to do the recycling, how to use the recycled materials. You get knowledge from that, and you can go back and change your community. So those people who cannot do that, like now the primary school students, there's a group of women also in Talamanca, down there here in Costa Rica. There. So groups like that one, what we do is that we give them like a free tour, and that's what we call the social part of the company. For the ladies who are in Talamanca, what we did is that we went and we donated some plants to them, like let me say trees. We went there ourselves, the 6 of us, the students who went running the Caribou company, went there with our assessor, with Christopher. We went there and planted. We helped them to also to construct a signboard which has their name, and that really helped us because we went there and trying to work with them, which is really good. You feel like you are in the community, you belong to them, and they also feel like we are part of them because we are working to them. As far as it's very far from here, but we tried our best. Apart from having all other things like having all the classes and having a lot of load of your studies, we sacrificed as like a group, and then we went there. And right now we are very happy. So to make the whole story short about the business, at the end of all what we have been doing, which is very like a group work and something which really helped us to learn in a group and also to learn as an individual, you can take it back home when you go back, is that the business became very successful. And I'm very happy because running a business for 1 year, I really like, because you can see the fruit, not only the part of economically, but also what we did, like helping other people and helping ourselves to learn more things. That's very important. So I'm very also happy about the part of where we became very successful company, and we closed our company. At the end, we presented what we had, everything, and the professor who was there, he was very happy with us. And among ourselves also, we are very happy because we socialize among ourselves. We are from the 5 countries, and bringing students from the 5 countries together and doing something very successful, that means that there is unity in the school. So that really now make one of the pillars of the university. Like we work together, and after that we have something to take back home. So as an experience now, as a student from Kenya, who's coming from an African continent, I really appreciate the effort the school is giving us, because I came here and what I'm learning and I'm really changing to be a different person, because what I didn't know before, right now I know. And what I know, even if I'm an individual, it might help like some people back home when I go back. So it's really good, because even I've seen from the graduates who already graduated from the university from my country, they are really doing something. So that really gives us hearts to go and do something. And it's my hope that after I finish my 4th year, going back to my country and doing a business maybe for my family or for the community, because as I come from in Kenya, we have a group of Maasai or Samburu, you can call it. We live in like a community, like a group. So I belong to the community. I don't belong also only to my family. I am like an asset to the community. So what I do is doing to the all people, not only my family. So I belong to the community. The knowledge I get and going and giving them is what I'm going to give out to the community. And now, what I'm thinking now to go and do is something which can really help the community, because I've been really thinking about doing a business of capers, and that's what I'm also looking forward to go for my internship. And if I get really a very good internship on capers, there's a company in Italy which has a very good more about capers, and I want to learn more about it so that I can take back to my country. Starting a business really helped, because of the knowledge I got here. It really helped other people, not only me as an individual or my family. Because if you create a company, you are not going to work alone. You're going to have other people who are going to help work with you, like maybe your friends or people who are around. And doing that, you have already increased, or you have helped. If you help like one person in the community, you have helped the whole family of that community, because that person might be earning something, and then that one will help the family. So it's really good that if my dreams will come true, and I'm really praying for that, I go back and do something like that which really help the community. And lastly, talk about what we are doing here in the university. Now we are planning next year, my 3rd year, as we are planning to do something like internship. And also that really helps us, because after studying in the school, going to the community, because we have community service work, we go and work the community, what we learned in class, in the community, and now going for an internship to work in a company or a community. It's really, you go out there when maybe you are okay because you have learned something. So you go there and work with a company or a community, and you get more knowledge. So you give them what you have learned, and you learn from them, and that's how life is. You give out, and people will give you back. I learned that since I was a small kid. That in life, every time is a learning day. You learn every time. Every time you meet somebody, it's like learning everything. So, thank you.